Hi everyone, Caroline here. It's been a while since I made a video. So a lot of things have been happening, and like everyone else, we know what's going on in the world at this time. I tell you, things have changed. So this video is just going to be kind of a ramble and a little bit of an update about where things are at in terms of what's going on with me, just to keep the community going the way it should be. Man, life can get boring out here when things have changed drastically. So for me, oh my gosh, my life has changed so much I can't even believe that I'm here making a video in this neck of the woods. I wonder how it is for you guys. You let me know in the comment section whether in the last few months changes have occurred in your life to the point where you can't even believe what's happening. Man, for me, things have changed. First of all, there has been a total restructure of my life. Sometime in February, I just decided that I kind of wanted to move, and I wanted to move away from this country. I wanted to go to a different country and just live in the woods or in the bushes or in the village. So I kind of decided this on an impulse, and I took the radical decision to act on it. So I packed all my big crystals and I shipped them to that country. And then, of course, coronavirus comes around, and then my crystals have gone to another country. I was supposed to move to another country, but here I am, still here in America somewhere, but in a cool place. You see, the background looks amazing with my siblings just having a good old time and just kind of thinking, oh my God, what just happened. So a lot of things have happened in my life. A lot of changes have occurred. I'm just still in shock. It's taken me a while to kind of just process what's happened, and that's the reason I've not been posting on the channel, even though I wanted to post on the channel, but there's been too many changes. Sometimes when rugs are being pulled from under your feet, you just can't function. I mean, I wanted to function and do something, make a video, something, but there are so many other priorities that had to be in place because changes had to happen. I had to ship my crystals. I had to sell my stuff. I had to sell my cards. I had to plan the mental move to shift from this country to another state. And then I'm still here. All my plans have gone to I don't even know what's happening at this point. All I know is that my crystals, my beautiful, beautiful crystals, are somewhere going to another country, and here I am stuck with just the few that I managed to put in my suitcase. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit, weird about that, because I'm not really sure what's going to happen now, considering what's going on in this world. So, oh my God, guys, I don't know what's going on. But the thing is, once you know who you are, that's what counts, because that allows you to keep moving and to just keep one day at a time. And once you mentally see where the end is in terms of what you want to be or what you want to achieve for yourself and others, then I guess let's see how things are going to roll out. At this point, I'm just too tired to care, as you can see. I really am. It's now a life of, oh well, different things happening. Number one, having to live in a different environment with different people. I was so used to being by myself. That's one of the major changes. I could make a video anywhere, anytime I wanted. Talk at the top of my voice. But now, oh my gosh, you have to live in a place with other people. Everybody's home. People having conference calls and doing what they have to do. So you kind of have to lower your tone or even reconsider or think 10 times before you make your own personal video or whatever. And that means that your throat chakra is blocked, because now I want to talk, but I can't. I want to make a video, but I can't. I want to take out the little crystals I have or whatnot, but I can't. You know what I mean? Because I'm living with the people who are more, on the spiritual side of things. They don't really see eye to eye with me in terms of what I really believe or what really drives me, but they're very supportive of me. But still, there's just that element of restriction, that quarantine. So the throat chakra really is an issue right now, because your creativity is suppressed. Your ability to communicate how you want, or effectively for that matter. So, because you have to think about, oh my gosh, I'm trying to make a video, but someone's in the other room listening, or it's loud, or where am I going to make this new video? Thankfully, there's a beautiful, beautiful yard over here, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try this today, and let's see how it goes. So my whole style of doing videos is going to have to change. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to have to do a lot more mobile stuff, or maybe sit in the yard once in a while when everyone's inside. And just, oh my gosh, guys, I have no idea. Things have to change. There's going to have to be a total restructure of how we think about things, of how we do things, of how the things we believe. I mean, even the systems that we have in place, man, these things are going to have to go down, like in a way that will allow new things to emerge for us. And I'm beginning to see this, little by little. But it's just going to be, hopefully, a beautiful way ahead. But the way things were going, honestly, or the way life is going personally, the way things had been going for me, the way I had been feeling about the political environment, the social environment, just the way things were, I just had it. I know different people imagine different kinds of things. For me, I was just like, you know what? I just need a new kind of thing happening for me. So, well, here comes this whatever virus, which have you seen how ugly that thing looks? I mean, oh gosh, it just looks like this mushroom with little sprouts. It just makes me shiver. Every time I see that thing, my blood just curdles. I just don't know how people keep plastering that thing all over the place. And oh my God. Anyway, that's that. Anywho, the first thing that happened to me was a total restructure. I was supposed to move somewhere else. I had packed my things. I've left New York. I'm somewhere else now. And I don't even know what's happening, basically. All I know is my crystals are gone to another country and I'm here, okay? So I'm just glad that I managed to attend the last gem show in March. I'm not even sure what's going to be happening to gem shows, because with all these things, what's going to be happening to all those beautiful crystals that people bring from everywhere? Man, this thing has changed real bad. I'm glad I was able to get a few crystals and I have them. And well, my crystals, my big crystals, oh my God. Okay, let me not think about that. Anyway, that's the first thing. So have you guys experienced any kind of restructuring in your lives? And how is it? Let me know in the comment section. So the other thing that's happening in this end of the woods, which is kind of cool, is because now at least I've been able to meet up with my siblings and my sisters. And three of my sisters, there's 4 girls in my family. I'm the oldest, and there's 3 others. So one has kids, but she's back in New York. And then the other ones, somehow we've all ended up here. We all are now together, me and my 3 sisters. So it's so cool. You know what sisters do? And we all don't have kids. So we do all this fun stuff. My sister is really an athlete. She runs the marathon. So Caroline is now training to be a runner. This is something that I never used to do before. I never used to run. I was just someone who walks. So I walk long distances. So my goal was to walk 10 miles a day. But now, well, I've been introduced into this whole thing of, trying to get my race on so we could run maybe a race at some point. Man, I don't even know how people walk. But anyway, I'm too tired to care. But I'm now on that regimen of runners and athletes. So it's a new kind of experience. So I'm opening up to it because, well, at this point, let's go with the flow. You know what I mean? This is how it is. So who knows, I might stun myself, I might shock myself, I might shock others, but I'm here to win it. So race is on. Every morning I have to wake up in the morning and just do, everyone's going running at 7 in the morning. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying. I have a plan. They have a plan for me to help me get into the race mode. So let's see how that goes. So that's another positive change in my life. The other thing is just the loneliness that occurs. I'm not talking about loneliness in terms of not having people around, because anyway, I've always been a lone ranger, the way I fly solo most of my life, and I love it like that. And I never feel tired or bored or anything. But now, just not having people to talk to about spiritual things, man, or having to constantly listen to some things that are just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, they're so not in my element, but then you have to kind of tolerate it because other people that's their way of life. That's what people talk about. That's the way the belief systems are. People are talking about things. You're like, okay, yeah. Okay, that's it. So when there's a lot of movement happening in your life, you can really be destabilized and even forget sometimes to really hear yourself, because now you have to hear the voices of other people who are communicating other things, because you now have to toe a certain line because things have changed for you. The freedom I had living as an individual is completely different from the freedom that comes, quote, quote, when you're living with other people. You kind of have to adjust. Well, things are happening this way, so you're not going to just be going forward in a certain direction if other people in that space are expecting things to be done a different kind of way. So it's kind of weird and challenging in a way to kind of have to listen to a lot of these things. And, it's my tolerance level is really, okay. So I have to adjust and, allow other people to be who they are. And I'm glad that everyone allows me to be who I am just because. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of, it's interesting, that whole element. I really do miss having real people who engage and challenge you and really go deep into stuff. And I'm glad I've been able to make over the years a lot of friends, and I've been able to find material or be part of groups and communities that offer deep stuff. And so that keeps me going. And the things that I learn and the things that I know, I'm able to teach those things. So that's cool in that sense. And I'm just imagining how it can be for people who probably don't have anyone to talk to about things, you know what I mean, or just to discuss things with. It's kind of windy out here. Hopefully you guys can hear me well, or it's not interfering. But if it is, maybe we'll just have to adjust. These days, man, you just have to go with what's going or what's happening. I mean, we can't really control the wind, the weather, the sounds. It's so beautiful out here. But I'm a little afraid of the grass, and I don't know, just having lived in the city all my life, suddenly you have to be out here. When I see a bee or a wasp or a lizard, I'm like running around like a little scaredy cat. But I tell you, the adjustments you have to make. We love nature, but okay, you stay over there. Okay, those lizards and whatnots running around, it's kind of a little creepy. Yeah, guys, so that's what's really happening. Hopefully I'll be able to make a lot more videos about this, about my experiences, and talk a little bit more now that I've found out that I can sit out here and really make videos and not interfere with anyone inside. So yeah, so one thing I'm gonna be working with more is my blue crystals. I'm going to be working more with lapis lazuli, because definitely my throat chakra has to become active, and my creativity, my ability to communicate, to be more in tune with myself. It's not like I'm not, but man, honestly, by the time I was planning to go somewhere else and then I found myself here, I didn't feel grounded. My head was just kind of spinning all the time. Like I was just all up in my head. I didn't feel like I had any roots. So I started wearing a lot of hematites to ground me. So now I kind of feel a lot better. But now, because I'm here, I'm now gonna be working more with my blue stones. So if you have any blue stones that really appeal to you to help you communicate and, express yourself and really get into that intuitive flow and connect more to your higher consciousness, maybe during this time of quarantine, this is the best time to work with those types of crystals, so you can kind of really get yourself in the flow. And I'm finding this to be very helpful. That's why I'm making this video today, because I started working again with this crystal just to really bring me back. Lapis lazuli, I love this. And then another thing that I'm noticing is, because we are eating so much more, there's so much food and there's so much, oh my God, I'm going to gain a lot of weight, which I do not want at this particular time. So I had to take away my hematites, and now I'm starting to work more with my green aventurines, which you can see here. And I'm also working with malachites. I love green malachite, especially because for me personally, from my own experience, when I'm working with aventurine and malachite, I tend to lose weight because of the motion and the energy that comes from malachite to help me release stuff. And then the aventurine is a very stabilizing green healing energy for me. For some reason, personally, with all these things, you need experience. You need to test everything. You need to test and see whether a specific combination works for you or not, right? You have to see for yourself, because we can't just listen to other people, because the way some crystals affect others is completely different from the way a crystal would affect you. And now, during this period when there's a lot of eating involved and there's a lot of mental accumulation of energy, because people are being put in constricted spaces, people are being quarantined together, so energy is gathering. together. So the potential to gain weight is high. You know, there's a lot of food, there's a lot of company, there's a lot of everything is just coming inward, contained in a space. And especially most of these rooms that you're in, they're squares, and a square has a particular kind of energy that contains and restricts. So all the energy is coming in, whether it's mental, emotional, it's all in a cube. So try to work with crystals that are circular or circular shaped crystals, or be in environments that are circular, or try to walk in a circular pattern to kind of break the square which limits. So if you're interested in sacred geometry, maybe this can appeal to you. Walk in circles, not in squares. Squares are limiting and constrictive. If you find yourself in a room like that, the chances that things are going to be restricted and constricting and limiting is very, very high. But when you work with circles, change your patterns, change your routines, let things spiral out, then things might change. So for me, trying to move around in circles even when I go walking around, and I'm also trying to work with crystals that help me lose weight so I can feel a little bit lighter and be a little bit lighter. You know, I'm trying to run, I'm trying to change my ways, I'm trying to change my life, I'm trying to spin things around, I'm trying to move more because of this constriction. So I'm trying to see how I can tap into that energy spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and also physically. All right guys, I can hear some background noise here. Someone is trying to kind of mow their lawn at this time, and there's noise out there, and since it's getting a little loud out here, I'll leave it at that, but I'll catch up with you guys soon. Take care of yourselves and remember who you are. We are powerful beings. It may seem like we are not able to control things on the outside, but what we can control is who we are, how we experience life, how we are in our own lives, and how we impact others. I love you guys and see you next time. Bye.